Tonight, the London Stadium will be alive with the special atmosphere that only the FA Cup can bring. West Ham United are set to host their London rivals, Brentford, in what promises to be a thrilling fifth-round encounter under the floodlights. The match, kicking off at 7:30 in the evening on this Monday, the 9th of March 2026, carries enormous weight for both clubs. This isn't just about local pride. A coveted place in the quarter-finals of the world's oldest cup competition is on the line. For the players and the thousands of fans who will fill the stadium, this match represents a significant opportunity to take a giant step closer to a day out at Wembley and a shot at silverware. The stakes are incredibly high. Winning tonight means advancing to the last 8, a stage from which the dream of lifting the trophy feels tantalizingly real. For both West Ham and Brentford, a deep cup run can define a season, injecting excitement and a sense of purpose that can galvanize the entire club. It offers a different kind of pressure and reward compared to the week-in, week-out grind of the Premier League. This is knockout football, where every tackle, every pass, and every shot could be the difference between glory and an early exit. The winner tonight keeps their FA Cup dream alive, while the loser will be left to focus solely on their league campaign. This London derby adds an extra layer of spice to an already significant fixture. Rivalries bring out a passionate intensity in both the players on the pitch and the supporters in the stands. West Ham, under the guidance of Nuno Espirito Santo, will be desperate to give their home fans a victory to celebrate against a team that has caused them considerable trouble in recent years. On the other side, Keith Andrews' Brentford side will travel across the capital with confidence, knowing they have a strong recent record against the Hammers and will be backed by a vocal away following, all hoping to continue their impressive run of form against their rivals. Ultimately, tonight is about who can handle the pressure and seize the moment. It is a one-off game where league position and previous results can sometimes mean very little. It's about which team turns up with more desire, more clinical finishing, and the defensive resolve to see the game through. The prize is a place among the final 8 teams left in the competition, a position neither side has managed to secure for quite some time. The stage is set for a classic cup tie, full of drama, passion, and the potential for a memorable night of football that could be talked about for the rest of the season. West Ham United come into this crucial cup clash with a renewed sense of optimism. Manager Nuno Espirito Santo guided his team to a hard-fought 1-0 victory over Fulham in their most recent Premier League outing. That result was hugely important as it brought an end to a difficult 3-game winless streak that had started to raise concerns among the Hammers faithful. The win not only secured 3 vital points, but also provided a much-needed morale boost ahead of this knockout fixture. Overall, West Ham's form has been reasonably solid, with just 2 defeats in their last 10 matches across all competitions, suggesting they have the resilience to compete. On the other hand, Brentford are proving to be one of the toughest teams to beat in the league, especially on their travels. The Bees, expertly managed by Keith Andrews, currently find themselves in a respectable 7th place in the Premier League table, a testament to their consistent performances this season. Their away form is particularly impressive. They arrive at the London Stadium unbeaten in their last 5 matches on the road. This tenacity and ability to grind out results away from home will give them immense confidence as they prepare to face the Hammers in what is sure to be a hostile environment, knowing they have the tools to silence the home crowd. When looking at the head-to-head record, the recent history makes for grim reading for West Ham supporters. Brentford have become something of a bogey team for the Hammers, having dominated their recent encounters. In the last 10 meetings between the two sides since 2021, the Bees have emerged victorious on 7 occasions. This psychological edge could play a significant role in tonight's game. Brentford have already secured a victory at the London Stadium this season, winning 2-0 back on the 20th of October 2025, a result that will still be fresh in the minds of both sets of players as they walk out onto the pitch. Brentford's journey in this season's FA Cup has also been defensively flawless so far. They have managed to keep clean sheets in both of their previous rounds, seeing off Sheffield Wednesday and Macclesfield without conceding a single goal. This defensive solidity has been a hallmark of their campaign and will be a key factor if they are to progress tonight. For West Ham, breaking down this stubborn Brentford defence will be their primary challenge. The Hammers will need to be at their creative best to unlock a backline that has proven to be incredibly difficult to breach in this competition. For both West Ham and Brentford, this stage of the FA Cup has become a frustrating barrier in recent years, and both clubs will be desperate to break their respective fifth-round curses tonight. The Hammers, despite their rich history, have found it incredibly difficult to navigate this particular hurdle. They have been eliminated in their last 3 attempts to reach the quarter-finals of the competition. You have to go back a full decade to find the last time West Ham successfully progressed to the last 8, a statistic that the club, the manager and the fans will be acutely aware of and intensely motivated to change. This historical struggle adds another layer of pressure and significance to the match. A victory tonight would not only be a triumph over a London rival, but also a symbolic moment, marking a long-awaited return to the latter stages of the FA Cup. For a club with a fan base that craves cup success, overcoming this mental block would be a massive achievement. The players will carry the weight of that recent history onto the pitch, but they also have the opportunity to write a new chapter and give their supporters a cup run to truly get excited about, ending a decade of fifth-round disappointment. Brentford share a similar story of frustration when it comes to the FA Cup fifth round. Just like their opponents, the Bees have also fallen at this stage in their last 3 attempts, unable to make that crucial leap into the quarter-finals. Their ambition is even greater, as they are aiming to reach the FA Cup quarter-finals for the first time since the 1988-89 season. That is a very long wait for a club that has made such impressive strides in recent years. Progressing tonight would be a landmark achievement for Keith Andrews' side and a clear sign of their continued upward trajectory in English football. The prospect of ending that long wait will be a powerful motivator for the Brentford squad. For many of their players and most of their fans, reaching an FA Cup quarter-final would be a new and thrilling experience. It represents a tangible reward for the progress the club has made, moving from the lower leagues to become an established Premier League side. Tonight offers them a golden chance to break a barrier that has stood for over 3 decades and to etch their names into the club's history books. Both teams are haunted by their recent past in this competition, but only one can break the spell tonight. Looking at the team news, West Ham manager Nuno Espirito Santo has some mixed fortunes to consider for this crucial tie. There is a significant boost in midfield with the return of Freddie Potts, who is available for selection again after serving a 3-match suspension. His energy could be vital in the middle of the park. However, there are some lingering concerns over the fitness of January signing Pablo Felipe, who is nursing a calf issue, and veteran goalkeeper Łukasz Fabianski, who is dealing with a back problem. Their availability remains uncertain, which could force some late changes to the manager's plans ahead of kickoff. One player who is almost certain to play a key role for the Hammers is Crescencio Somerville. The winger is expected to start and will be a player Brentford must watch closely. He has been West Ham's talisman in the FA Cup this season, showing his importance by being directly involved in all 3 of the goals they have scored on their way to the 5th round. His pace, trickery, and eye for goal make him the primary attacking threat for the home side. If West Ham are to unlock the stern Brentford defence, it is highly likely that Somerville will be the one holding the key. For Brentford, manager Keith Andrews is contending with a more extensive list of injuries. The biggest blow is the loss of defender Rico Henry, who is set to be sidelined for a decent period with a hamstring injury, a major loss to their defensive unit. He joins a number of long-term absentees, including Fabio Carvalho, Toney Milambo and Josh Da Silva, who all remain unavailable. Furthermore, the defensive duo of Aaron Hickey and Vitaly Janelt are also still out, stretching Brentford's squad depth, particularly at the back. There is a glimmer of hope, however, as Reiss Nelson might be fit enough to return after a calf problem. All of this sets the stage for a fascinating tactical battle. The key contest could be Somerville running at Brentford's injury-hit defence, while the Bees will look to exploit their strong record against West Ham through disciplined organisation and quick counter-attacks. Fans can expect a tense and hard-fought match. It will be a classic clash of styles. West Ham's desire to use home advantage and their key attacker against Brentford's organised, resilient approach. With a place in the quarter-finals at stake and both teams desperate to break their fifth-round hoodoos, this London derby has all the ingredients to be a memorable FA Cup night.